Squid Kid, and I'm here showing you a setup of the MacTav-45. My setup, even though I do have some things missing, I got my setup pretty well done. Besides, this needs to be trip mine. Well, although this gun seems and is short range with a 70 range, it's more of a run and gun weapon that you're gonna want it for. There is really no need for these extra 2 slots because you don't really need laser sight because there's a lot of spread already. Extended mags, I mean, you're gonna go. You might want it, and you're going to want a foregrip and FMJ. That's FMJ slot is pretty much what you could switch if you wanna. If you don't want FMJ, you could switch a suppressor, a laser sight, or an extended mag, whichever you prefer. In this, I would be using a FMJ, of course. That's what I have on it. This is the setup. It's pretty loose. You can use a lot of stuff on it. A lot of stuff. If you get more slots, you can just replace them with extended mags and laser sight or suppressor if you want to completely fill all your stuff up. This is just here to fill in something because you don't really need a lot of stuff. I mean, if you want, in another setup I set that gun up with a TF-141, but that's another gun. I find this could be better by itself, getting even long range enough to use with snipers. Also, in terms of this gun, for your perks, you're gonna want perk 1 dexterity because you want to be able to reload fast, and you're gonna want, as I said, a running gun, so you're going to want something like momentum, so you can go fast. Or marksman. You could also have marksman because it can be used as a far range weapon. So now I'm gonna show you guys in a game of HG combat, a running gun with that way, and I'm gonna be using. With this weapon, I'm going to be using a sympathetic setup. Now, when you're just looking for your setup, you don't want Merc with this weapon. You don't want Warfighter, and you don't want to use Striker. I mean, they work, but well, Striker's okay. But you don't want anything that would be like not useful for payloads. You don't want anything like this, like. I don't think a lot of people even use that one, but you want to have most acceptable thing would be to be using with this would probably be this rig with active camo and heightened senses. Now it might be heightened senses could be annoying, so I would just get rear guard if you get the ability to use one, because rear guard is a lot better. Because the sound can eventually get super annoying, but if you don't have the ability to, then you're going to want to use a sympathetic ability with the ability rewind and with propulsion, just because you're going to want to have the ability to get to places faster if you run out of booster ability. Oh, see, we're starting in a little bit. Before I start this, please keep in mind this gun is good for running gun and far range. It's pretty much everything. It's better than, in my opinion, it's better than a flatline. I might have said in my last video. I might have not really sure. But after looking a while at my weapons, I found out that this is probably the best one that I could get. That's why I am showcasing this one. So, putting this weapon, as I said, is to running gun or to do far range ones, far range kills. For example, see, very easy to do running gun too because of it might seem like a very low fire rate, but its fire rate is very conceiving. Its fire rate is very high compared to most weapons. Especially my Vault corruption that I use, or any Vault, it's a lot better than that. When you have a gun that's better than a Vault, and you get a good weapon. See, It's really good for most of your run and gun situations. It gives you a lot of double kills and reliable stuff like that. See, your worst enemy is other people who have close guns like that Arid. Although this gun can kill an Arid, it can also be failed by people if they get really, really close to you. But that's almost every weapon. That's a pretty well-rounded weapon, though. See, that's why you're gonna want this weapon. So, in case if you start to see bullets, you can get away from it, because you don't want to be in long engagements and losing your ability to actually survive it. You're gonna be able to get as much kills with this weapon in as much small amount of time as you can. Let's put in this weapon. So for right now, I'm gonna shoot around and see. And if you like it, please subscribe. So there is very few ways to get past people who are using Merc combat rig with this weapon. Very few. Your choices are either hide and wait until they get past you, or use their infusion against them by pretty much letting them get their health, but then as soon as they get their complete health, kill them immediately. MacTav is a classic gun, so you gotta at least get one level to 55 to be able to use it, or is it 2? I'm not really sure that one. See, for example, this is what you want to use the rewind for. Now I know where he is now. That means now I can kill him because he knows that I'm somewhere. But as soon as I use it, he doesn't know where I went. Although he might have been able to kill me there. Titans, yes, Titans. That is one of your biggest enemies. People who use a Titan machine gun or any machine gun could be your worst nightmare. Most of the time, this weapon is okay, not supreme. But in my opinion, this weapon works very well with the TF1 if you have the gun. If you want to have a better long range engagement weapon than just this, and you don't really trust guns like this, and you're really good with a sniper, add in a TF1 just for fun. Trust me, you make it that much more fun to use a TF1 with it. Feel free to go around and try different setups with this weapon, though, as long as you have some type of foregrip and quick draw. I mean, that's pretty much for almost every weapon. See, I know there's a guy in there, but I missed him. I should have waited until he sees you. Now, that's also something I should say. When you're using rewind with this weapon, wait until they see you, then push rewind immediately after they get one glimpse at you. Otherwise, you'll end up in a problem like this where they're there for a while. See, Titan, right there. Then you're going to want to use something like this and put it in front of you before they kill you, of course. That was not a good example. You want to keep position. Wait. Sometimes it's good to just wait until somebody who's easy to kill comes. See, in this situation, you just want to get around them and find a way to kill them from the other side. Or you could go up there and complete long range dominance, which I am still getting the hang of with the long range ideas. 10 to 17, that's not really normal, but a lot of white guys using a Titan, so it's a little bit hard to get a ton of kills.
Hostile in cover at the dive shop.
See. See, very good for a run and gun, because you can go from one place to the next place to another. Oh, see, and that's why it's also good.
UAV on standby. Enemy movement is hot. Drone package is at your
See, it's
disposal.
very big stopper of all snipers. If you see a sniper, then you just want to use one of those weapons and kill him with it. Very good at running gun. You see, it got me almost 5 kills in a row in that little run through. Now I got a drone package. You can see where it goes. Where it goes from with this, because I never had really good luck with drone packages. You might want to know that. See, they usually kill me before I get to even use it. Gotta make sure that they don't get it.
Scarab ready for use.
So now I gotta use one of these things and send them somewhere I need them to go. Now with those, the reason why scarabs could be useful is because you can see stuff, but that's another thing. That's just in terms of if you get a scarab. Oh, good things with this setup in terms of loadouts is you're gonna want Scorchers, Scorchers Epic, UAV Pat Rack, and you're going to want the, what's the last thing I had there? And the drone package double roll. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe to Squid Kid. Bye.